I went to an estate sale this morning and came across my very first pair of DLK speakers. These ones are the DLK 1/4. Here's another pair of speakers that I really can't find much information on, again, but one sheet of paper right here. Alright, we have a 5-inch single high compliance ruggedized voice coil driver with a frequency response of 80 to 12,000 hertz with an impedance of 8 ohms. They have a minimum of 5 watts with a maximum of 30 watts per channel. These speakers were made in Minneapolis, St. Paul area, which came out around the 70s for a house brand called Shack Electronics. Shack first came with audio equipment, then computers and other such items. However, they folded in the mid-80s, so they weren't around too long. But DLK was a commonly made speaker around this area. They have a nice wood exterior. Push terminals in the rear. Let's get these covers off these. They stupidly glued these on, so there were several models of these types of speakers that were made. Ones with tweeters and ones without. These ones don't have it. I can feel the port right there. Well, let me see if I can get these off without wrecking the phone. And there we have it. These ones are just one full-range speaker. That's pretty cool. I like the DLK logo right in the middle. These speakers, I'll be putting this Velcro on here. This is just a cheap piece of foam. That's not a good speaker cover at all. These speakers look like a lot like that one that I did on those other bookshelf speakers that came in a similar container like this, but they were not ported. They had another speaker that looked like this, so we'll take this out. I'm curious to see if this is actually a CTS driver. Again, this looks like those Bose speakers too from the 901 speakers. Let me see if I can find one of those CTS speakers in the back. Just one second. Looks a lot like this speaker. A little bit different design, but again, it has the seam right there. So I'm curious. I wonder if this is a CTS speaker. The surround looks pretty similar. And it has this rounded area on the cone too, just like this one does. Well, let's get this other cover off. All right. Let's listen to them before we take them out. Velcro works great. All right. Well, let's turn them off. not bad for a bookshelf speaker with just one speaker in it. And I actually think the sound improved when I moved them together. I didn't expect that at all, but it felt like the bottom end seemed to actually increase a little bit. That's the only thing I do feel these speakers are lacking, are the really low bass, but they did seem to improve when I put them together. I know ideally for imaging that's not the best way, but that was interesting. Not a bad sounding pair of bookshelf speakers. The mid-range and the high notes are definitely there, even with just the one speaker. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with these speakers for just a single speaker. But they should have a sub. Alright, so check out the EIA code. We have 575. So this is a Hepner speaker. I don't have many Hepner speakers. That's kind of a harder speaker to come across. And what I have read about Hepner is that they make pretty good speakers. Alright, so it's made by Hepner, and it's made in either 1977 or 67. I would definitely say this is 1977. So the 43rd week of 1977. Pretty cool. I believe this speaker has a 1-inch voice coil. That's about what it looks like. And on the inside, there's not a whole lot going on inside of here. The speaker leads come directly off the back and into the speaker. So it's just a full range speaker with a lot of speaker fill in it. Thank you.